Bonjour. Today we're going to talk about articles. So we've seen these articles before, and we've talked about this new vocab with the family. We have le frère, la mère, le père, la sœur, things like this. So we can say the. So just like in English, French has their articles, but unlike English, French uses their articles all the time. You always need to have an article. In English, we can say things like I like dogs, cats are nice, things like that. But in French, you always have to have your article when you're talking about a person, a place, or a thing. So like English, French uses articles, similar to a, to an, to the. In French, when we say a or an, we use un or une. So you can imagine which would be masculine and which would be feminine. A brother, masculine, equals un frère. A sister, une sœur. Now the big difference between English and French is that in French there's also a plural. So this could be masculine or feminine, but there's multiple. So in English, we would just say something like dogs. I see dogs, or I like dogs, things like that. But in French, they have a plural article. They'd say des chiens. So un frère, une sœur, des chiens. But in French, all words also have a gender, masculine or feminine. So we know the gender of the word by its article. So if it's un, then it's masculine, un frère. If it's une, then it's feminine, une sœur. And if it's des, then it's plural, des chiens. In English, when we want to be more specific, we use the. So like if you can point at it, then you would use the. The book over there. Oh, the dog. Oh, the brother of whomever. So you're being more specific, so you use the. In French, we use le, la. Le is your masculine, le frère. La is your feminine, la sœur. And les is your plural, les chiens. So you have le frère, la sœur, and les chiens. So there's one important thing that happens though with this le and this la. When the word begins with a vowel, an A-E-I-O-U, or an H, because in French we don't pronounce the H, we use L apostrophe instead of the le or the la. Now remember, this is kind of how we talked about that in French they really like fluency. They like everything being able to be said as quickly as possible. So when there's these two vowels next to each other, it kind of breaks it up. So if you took un ami as an example, you'd say le ami. And in French, they don't like that le ami. They don't like that break. So they make it an L apostrophe, l'ami. Same with un ami, you then get l'ami. And un homme, which is the word for a man, you just get l'homme. Okay? So this is a very brief overview of articles in French. I really just wanted you to be aware and be familiar with when you see these, how they're used and what they mean. It's a little bit different of an idea in English. Usually, we just learn a word. We learn sky. We learn, folder, computer. We never have to learn, oh, this word has a gender, or oh, this word has an article. We don't need to worry about it. But in French, we do need to think about this article, so I just want you to be familiar with it when you see it. So we have un, une, des. That is our ways for saying a or an, and we have le, la, les, which is more specific, our ways of saying the. So we'll work on this more in class, but I hope this was able to help you kind of better understand what these articles are and how we use them.